Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think it's a saying going like this. The mother of inventions is the necessity. So necessity triggers inventions and make people think about how to change or improve something. If you're in a bad shape, in a situation, that pushes you to think how to eliminate that situation. Therefore, you're going to invent something, you're going to make something. So necessity pushes for inventions. Now, this article that I have right here helps me improve my knowledge on this subject at least, and I will share this with you. As you probably know, there was a bridge that was damaged by the Ukrainian artillery using the HIMARS long-range artillery missile systems. And then the Russians said, you know what, we're not going to use that bridge again, but we're going to build a pontoon bridge next to it. And we're going to use that for our transportation and whatever we need to carry across the river. Now the thing is, the Russians are employing something I didn't know of, but they're doing that. Let me read you the article and then come with some explanations. Very informative article. I'll have to look around and see what's going on here. So this article comes from the World Newsweek from today, August 4th, 2022. Russians shield from HIMARS using pyramidal, like a pyramid, pyramidal radar reflectors, intelligence says. So Russian forces are employing radar reflectors in the water underneath two bridges that were damaged by Ukrainian strikes, British Defense Ministry officials have said. I said, what is this, the pyramidal radar reflectors? I mean, the name it says that it probably, scrambles the radar's ability to figure out what's what, where's who's what's what. And it's kind of like that, but it's a little bit different. So it says, last week Russian troops were dealt a blow after Ukrainian forces hit Antonivsky Bridge, and days later a nearby rail bridge over the Dnipro River in Kherson, southern Ukraine, where Kiev forces are carrying out a counteroffensive. And I said the radar reflectors are likely being used to hide the bridge from synthetic aperture radar imagery and possible missile targeting equipment, the defense assessment said. This highlights the threat Russia feels from the increased range and precision of Western supply systems. Well, that's arms. They're used to destroy the target. So yeah, you're gonna adjust, And then I said, okay, let me see, what is this? How do they work actually? How are these, radar reflectors work? And I found another article from the War Zone and others, but I'm going to use this one. It says Russia is building ghost bridges with radar reflectors in Ukraine. So what they do, and I looked at on certain ships, it's used for ships. You can't pinpoint them. They have these reflectors, so they get pinpointed and they know the location, the coordinates of ships in the seas. So what these guys are doing, the Russians, are creating fake bridges. So when these guys are trying to pinpoint where are the Russians, what are they doing, they see something that's not there. So let me go and try to explain this a little bit different. After two strategic bridges in occupied Kherson were created by Ukraine, Russia deployed radar reflectors as a crude and puzzling countermeasure. And it says here, that video has also appeared within the last 24 hours of ferry operations alongside the out-of-commission Antonivsky Bridge, so a ferry, with Russia moving critical military supplies and personnel as well as civilians across the river via this medium. all while an attempt to repair the damaged bridge is made. In the background, you can clearly see pyramidal radar reflectors spaced out alongside the span, which matches what is seen in the satellite imagery. So it is clear that Russia has deployed their radar corner reflectors at both locations, making phantom bridge appear next to the real one on satellite-based radar. So I'm going to read this again. This is the key point here. It's clear that Russia has deployed their radar corner reflectors at both locations, the bridges, making a phantom bridge appear next to the real ones on satellite-based radar. So they show something, it's not there. And these guys are saying, okay, should we use that as a target or not? Because if we use it, we don't know if that's a real bridge or it's a fake bridge, a phantom bridge. So they create more targets for the Ukrainians, and the Ukrainians will not be able to figure out which is real and which is fake. Very nice, I guess. I learned something today. I didn't know about it, but it's if you did, that's great. But I think it's very good piece of information. Pyramidal radar reflectors. So you create extra targets with this reflectors of I guess it's a wavelength, because that's how they work with the frequency. So I don't think those are expensive, because when I used the web to find out what are those pyramidal radar reflectors, they gave me both ships on Amazon. So I said, what? You can buy something this? But then I read a little about this, and it says, yes, if you have a navy, a ship that it's in and it has made out of fiberglass or is made out of wood or something that you can't really pinpoint with the radar, with certain radars and frequencies, then you use this kind of radar reflecting machines or whatever they are, and then when they try to pinpoint you, they know where your location is all the time. You know, the radar, bam, 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 they find out. Otherwise, they would not, because it goes through and doesn't pins back. Because that's the way the radar works, right? It just sends a wavelength, it hits something and comes back, and then it calculates the distance and it knows where you are at each point. That's how it works. But if it goes through, then you don't know, there's nothing there. So then you have these reflectors that send back the message like, okay, bang, bang, reflects what you send. And oh, that's something there. But actually, in this case, it's nothing there, because they put it on the sides of the bridge. And these guys, when they do the radar, oh, it's something there, but it's nothing there, because what comes back, it's what was reflected from those reflectors. All right, well, learn something today. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.